Let's just kind of go through this here super quick. See if there's anything that I would recommend. I mean, there's my game of the year for 2020, Hades. 20% off at $19.99. Highly recommend that. I've heard really good things about Ni no Kuni, because I think they just came out with Ni no Kuni 2. Don't know too much about that. RimWorld's always hot, but it's only 10% off at $31. Oh, wow. They have Blood Bowl 2 at $4. Wow. If anybody is interested in, I'll just click on this. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of what this game is. This game is essentially D&D football. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, where you are making a team, you know, dwarves, elves, that sort of thing, and you play against others in football, but D&D, for $4, that's a hell of a deal. It's actually a really fun little game. Hey, Booteray, how's it going? So I'm assuming a bunch of the all the DLCs, which you don't necessarily need, are also on sale. Mostly positive reviews. Hey, Kylo. Let's see. What else do we have here? Hey, Victus. The Halo Master Chief Collection is 40% off at $23.99. That comes with, what, 5 or 6 games for $23? It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Brand new Doom Eternal for $20. That's a pretty good deal, if you're into that sort of thing. City Skylines, which is a game that I'm going to be streaming very, very soon. 75% off at $7.49. Pretty much the best city builder out there that you can get currently. All the DLCs are on sale as well. Borderlands 3, 67% off at $19.79. That's pretty good. Monster Hunter World, 34% off at $19.79. The brand new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, 50% off, basically $20. That's a good deal. Dark Souls 3, Divinity Original Sin 2. Those are good. Witcher 3, 80% off at $8. There's Fallout 4 for $9. That's pretty good. Of course, you always hear about No Man's Sky all the time on how that game keeps getting better and better. Because Hello Games is a indie company, you don't really see No Man's Sky discounted that often. So 50% off at $29, you're not going to see it any cheaper than that if you're at all interested in that type of game. Stardew Valley, people love that game, 20% off at $12. What else we got here? Actually, we're seeing a couple of repeats already. Show me more. Oh, I wonder if I should buy Disco Elysium now. So, for those who don't know, Disco Elysium, that came out, I want to say 2 years ago, and was a sleeper hit for the year. I think it did win some Game of the Year awards, but the number one complaint that everybody had about Disco Elysium was that it had very little voice acting, and you essentially had to read the entire game. But the game itself is, like, amazing. Well, that is about to change, because they announced a couple months ago that they are doing full voice acting for 100% of the game. And everybody now is like, oh my god, it's going to be one of the greatest games ever. So I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and pick that up now at $21. knowing that that patch is coming. Holy crap, XCOM 2, 92% off at $480? Holy crap. That's a hell of a deal. And the expansions are also big time discounted. Looks like you can get the entire bundle for $20. So yeah, XCOM 2 is an absolutely amazing turn-based strat. You don't need to play XCOM 1. I've done a full stream of this game twice now, I think. Hey, Devril, how's it going? That's a hell of a deal. Vermintide 2, that game is really fun. It's a first-person hack and slash, party-based. For $7.49, that's a good deal. Another couple really good games here. The Outer Worlds, which is Obsidian's latest RPG. That game won some Game of the Year awards. So if you want to pick up Outer Worlds for $30, that's a good deal. Control. Control is an amazing, amazing game. 40% off at $23. Probably still the best game to use RTX. Let's see, what else do we have here? Subnautica's at 20. Mortal Kombat 11 at 14. That might be worth just getting that for the single-player campaign at 14. Well, 15. Death Stranding is down to 35 at 40% off. That's good. Titanfall 2. I've told you guys many a times, Titanfall 2, one of the best single-player campaigns to come out in the last 10 years. 67% off at basically $10. Awesome, awesome single-player campaign. There's Wasteland 3. I've heard a lot of good things about Wasteland 3. Grim Dawn is down at $7.49, a good ARPG. I'm gonna lose my music. Jurassic World Evolution at 11, 75% off. Middle-earth Shadow of War. I'm assuming the first game is also on sale. 80% off at $12. So if you're a big Lord of the Rings fan, those two games are very, very good. At some point, I'm going to stream both those games. But yeah, it's Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and Middle-earth Shadow of War. These games are really good. My Game of the Year from 2 years ago, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, 70% off at $18. That's a heck of a deal. Takes you about 100 hours to beat that game. So for $18, 100 hours, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Spiritfarer. It was actually just announced today that Spiritfarer is getting like 3 free expansions. And this is another game that was on many people's Game of the Year list. If you are looking for a BioWare-instyled third-person RPG, Greedfall. 60% off at $20. This game is pretty good. The only problem with it is it can be a little bit buggy at times, but like just a little bit. Other than that, it's an awesome third-person open-ish world RPG. Very along the lines of something like Dragon Age. Part of me wants to stream that game again and do a magic run, because the first time that I streamed this game, I did a essentially a swashbuckler build. But yeah, that game's pretty good, especially for $20. I've heard really, really good things about this BattleTech. Let me open this up here. But yeah, turn-based strategy mech game. 75% off at $10. That's a pretty good deal. I think if JT was here in chat, he would tell you that he likes that game. Let's see, what else we got? Wow, they have Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Enhanced Edition, down at $13. So that's a party-based CRPG. Detroit Become Human. I've played that a bunch on the channel. That game's good. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Can't go wrong with one of my favorite games, Darkest Dungeon. 70% off at $7.49. We will most likely this year be doing another Darkest Dungeon run. That game might be in my top 10 all-time favorite games. Oh, actually, there's Ni no Kuni 2. I just talked about that earlier. So Ni no Kuni 2 is also on sale. A few more really good ones here. Cuphead, 25% off at $15. That game is incredible. Oxygen Not Included, same 50% off at $12.49. Those games are awesome. Super Hot. Super Hot's actually pretty cool. They got the Avengers game at 50% off at $30. That's interesting. Ba-da-dum. I wonder if it's actually going to give us the full list if I just keep scrolling through them here. There's probably so many games on sale that... Ah, crap, I didn't want to click on you. Medal of Honor. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, 75% off at $4.99. Still to this day, one of the best open-world stealth RPGs ever made. Oh, that's actually the end of the list. At least for that. So here's apparently the popular ones. They actually have Cyberpunk slightly discounted. Stellaris, 75% off at $9.99. That's pretty good for Space 4X. One of these days, I'm going to jump into Raft, but it's still in early access. And I think we pretty much touched all the big ones. Oh, there's Terraria at $4.99. I know a lot of people really love that game. Actually, Victus, weren't you playing that when you were streaming back a while ago? Yeah. Well, I'm going to flip screens here. It was super addicting. That's another game that's kind of on my list at some point. Well, chat, let's go ahead and kill the music and jump back into some Freelancer.